Hello, Sudbury. It's Brandon Scott from SWSE, and joining me, the Regional Vice President of Sudbury and Northern Ontario for Desjardins, Jose Prizeau. Jose, let's dive right in. How has Desjardins adapted to the COVID-19 times?
Well, as you know, banking services are essential services. So we've had to stay open throughout this pandemic, but we've had to adjust, and it's been quite the ride. Obviously, we on the operations side, we've had to reduce our hours. We're open 10 to 3 to the public, and we've also had to reduce the number of branches that were available and open. But we've been trying to serve our members, our clients, the best way that we can. We've got all of our financial advisors that are still available by phone for phone appointment or video chat appointments to serve our clients. As far as the tellers, we've had to put plexiglass at the teller stations. We're encouraging people to use the ATMs as much as possible to, of course, limit the traffic inside branch to protect our customers and, of course, the employees as well. But we're also encouraging people to use online banking. Most of the transactions can be done online. We've got some of our elderly, which we've set up with automatic deposits for their pension checks, and they had no idea this was possible, and think it's great. We've done mobile deposits or video capture for the deposits for people who still get their checks paper format. So we've had to adapt that way, but overall I'd say the comments are very, very positive. The members are happy that we're there to assist them if they need help, and we've just had to adapt to the whole situation.
Yeah, that's all you really can do in these times. I know for myself, I went on the Desjardins website, right, and I found a lot of cool information about advice on how to budget during the COVID-19, and I was wondering, what advice do you have for some of our viewers out there?
Well, some people have struggled a lot financially during this pandemic. They've been out of work they've been all out of work for a long time now. And when there's no steady paycheck coming in, budgeting definitely becomes very important. It's a good idea to review that budget and go through your expenses, and anything that's discretionary, maybe have a look at them and question yourself as to, is that really necessary right now, or is it not? It's really a question of managing your money. Now, for people who are struggling financially, Desjardins has been implementing a lot of different incentives and programs for the members to help them out throughout this time. People have access to payment deferrals for their mortgage, for their personal loans, for their line of credits, even their credit cards. We also have the emergency loan that's available. It can be given to a member. It's a loan for $3,000, up to a maximum of $3,000. That can be repaid in a lump sum payment between 3 to 6 months after the loan is given. And if they can't repay it after 6 months, it can be transferred into a regular personal loan payable over 12 months in 12 equal payments, and it's at 4.97%. So again, it's another measure that we put into place to help out the people who are struggling throughout this time.
Mm-hmm. And now, on a bit of the lighter side of things, Desjardins and like the Sudbury Wolves and Sudbury Five are great partners. And I was wondering, what memories do you have from going out to the games?
You know what? When I think of the Sudbury Wolves game, I'll always remember there was one night that we had the corporate suite, and we had done a family theme night. And we had members with their families in the corporate box. And of course, the Sudbury Wolf stopped in, right? Doing high fives and giving hugs to everybody. And you should have seen the light on the little kids' faces. It was awesome. So we were able to take a picture with the wolf, and we sent that picture back to the parents the next day. And for those kids, that was an amazing experience. So it was awesome. And you know what? The other thing that it always pops into my mind is when we have the Desjardins nights. We have the corporate box, and what we do is we go through the crowd and randomly we pick Desjardins members to come up to the suite with us to experience the luxury of being in the corporate suite. And all they had to do was show us their Desjardins bank card or credit card. So as long as they could show that they were a Desjardins member, we would bring them up to the corporate suite. So to be pleasantly surprised like that when you're not expecting it, that's definitely something that, it's a nice moment, and they were very impressed. So that's always something that comes to mind when I think about the Sudbury Wolves.
Yeah, it really feels like bringing everyone together on the Desjardins nights. Exactly. And last thing I want to ask you is, what have you been doing to stay busy during these times?
Well, you know what? Of course, I've been working because we are an essential service, but really trying to keep connected with family members, with friends. We've been doing a lot of FaceTiming and keeping in contact. Even if we have to isolate, we can be in contact with our friends and family. We still have, sometimes we'll have a dinner night where everybody, my two sisters and my parents will do a FaceTime night, and we'll just, share a meal together over the video chat, but at least we see each other. So, keeping in touch, I think, is still very important, even if we're in isolation mode.
Yeah, that's great. It sounds like a very special moment. But I just want to thank you and Desjardins for everything, and best of luck in the future.
Thank you, and the same to the Wolves and the Five as well.